Hi guys, it is December 23rd, so happy Christmas Eve, everybody. So there are just 2 more parts of the story left to go. Alright, so here we are, 23rd, right down here. And it is a little truck. And there's the little truck. Okay, so when we left off yesterday, half of Frosty's forces had been melted into absolute nothingness. And the minute Frosty sees this, he just goes blind with rage. And his second force just rushes the compound, Santa's workshop. And so they start throwing like giant snowballs, knocking the elves off the roof and just getting at them and like consuming the elves and just breaking stuff. And so the elves have like regrouped up on the top of the Santa's workshop, and they're just dousing them. And I mean, Frosty's other minions are just going down left and right, just everywhere. Frosty has like knocked off a bunch of elves from up on top of the workshop, and he's livid. He's so angry. And he sees off to the side, he sees an elf driving a truck back towards where his base was. And he's like, where could they possibly be going? There's nothing else back there. And so it's a massive battle between elves and snowmen, and there's hot toddy flying everywhere. There's snowballs. There are the little pieces of wood, the bark armor is just like being ripped out of the snowmen as they start to melt and gets used against them. So like you get one little elf who's just ripped this bark out of this snowman, and he uses it like a toboggan and just barrels right into a bunch of snowmen that were kind of forming. So it's almost like a bowling. He just got a strike because he knocked all of these things down. Unfortunately, he fell right into a snowman and went, and yeah, it happens. You know, there are losses on both sides. And so finally, you know, there's just puddles everywhere. There are strewn little elf hats and little curly cued shoes just everywhere. And so as the steam settles, because, you know, hot toddy, cold snow, steam. As the steam settles, Frosty's looking around. And he's like, you know, because he coughs, because there's a lot of steam. That's what happens. So he looks around and he's like, this can't be it. I mean, he's by himself. And then he remembers the truck. The truck must have had the reindeer on it. And it must have had Santa Claus. They must be planning something back the way I came. And so Frosty slowly turns and just heads straight into the woods to his base. One lone snowman going after Santa and all his little reindeer for one final showdown. And we will get to that showdown tomorrow, because that's where the story is going to end, everybody. So, happy Christmas Eve, and I will see everyone tomorrow.